Egypt is racing to build a futuristic new capital city in a desert. With Chinese financing and engineering muscle, the project is reshaping Egypt's
Uganda is now preparing to host what organizers are calling Africa's first artificial intelligence factory. A strategic move to keep the continent's data.
Some cities rise because demand forces them to. Others rise because leaders decide the future needs a new shape. Across Africa, 3 massive projects now show how governments and developers are trying to solve overcrowding, land shortages, and broken infrastructure. But how far can these new cities go? Africa's new cities. Africa is building some of the boldest urban megaprojects on the planet. Egypt is creating a vast, new administrative capital. Kenya is shaping a private sector city outside Nairobi. Nigeria is reclaiming land from the Atlantic Ocean. Each project has different goals, different struggles, and surprising new developments. Egypt's new administrative capital. East of Cairo, Egypt's new administrative capital stretches across an enormous 700 square kilometers. It is planned for 6.5 million people and was designed to address Cairo's long-standing crisis of congestion, pollution, and strained infrastructure. With Cairo's population nearing 20 million, planners saw no more option but to create a second center of power and administration. The project is managed by the Administrative Capital Urban Development Company, or ACUD. It is a state-owned joint stock company controlled 51% by the Defense Ministry and 49% by the Housing Ministry's New Urban Communities Authority. ACUD's assets were valued at around $19.08 billion in 2024, showing how heavily the state has invested in this project. Construction partners come from inside Egypt and far beyond. The China State Construction Engineering Corporation, known globally as CSCEC, leads the Central Business District's development. It has built 20 skyscrapers in the district, including the 385-meter iconic tower, now the tallest. Building in Africa, local firms remain crucial. Arab contractors, also called Al Mokawloon Al Arab, handles key infrastructure work, from water systems to sewage networks and major landmarks. Military-linked entities such as the Armed Forces Engineering Authority and the National Service Projects. Organization also plays strong roles. Their presence highlights how closely Egypt's military institutions remain connected to the nation's largest development efforts. Beyond the technical achievements, many observers are still watching to see whether the new capital becomes a fully functioning city or remains a polished administrative hub. Even the basic setup raises questions. Will people move here at the scale projected? Will the new urban design reduce Cairo's burdens or simply shift them to a different location? And in the long run, how will daily life here compare with Cairo's historic districts? These are the kinds of questions residents in Egypt continue to explore. And with so many ministries, businesses, and new institutions relocating, the city's direction may change quickly. As more phases open, public curiosity continues to rise. After all, how often does a country attempt to build an entire new capital from scratch? Tatu City, Kenya, north of Nairobi, another city is growing, but not through government planning. Tatu City is a private development on 5,000 acres. It aims to offer a structured, well-serviced environment that avoids the unplanned growth seen in many fast-expanding African capitals. The developer, Rendeavor, is Africa's largest private urban land developer. Tatu City is designed for around 250,000 residents, and the project includes residential areas, schools, business parks, industrial zones, and recreational space. It also operates as a special economic zone. That status has become one of its strongest assets. More than 100 companies have already moved in or are setting up operations. These include Heineken, Dorman's Coffee, CCI Global, and Gende Medical. Many businesses say the appeal lies in stable utilities, better planning, and predictable operations. One resident, Sylvester Njuguna, has described its infrastructure, utilities, and security as among the best. About 15,000 employees now work across the 88 active businesses inside Tatu City, and the number keeps rising. Internal transport systems, power solutions, and water management are designed to operate independently from Nairobi's wider network, a feature many companies see as a major advantage. But the project faces real-world challenges too. Housing affordability remains one of the most discussed issues. A one-bedroom apartment can cost around $45,500 for most households in Kenya, where the 2023 per capita GDP stood at roughly $1,961. This price remains far out of reach. Many people are asking whether private cities can truly support the wider population, or if they will mainly attract the middle and upper tiers. Tatu City has also faced complex legal disputes involving land claims and accusations of extortion from political figures. These disputes highlight an important question: can massive private developments remain stable when political and land interests come into conflict? Still, the city continues to grow, and investors continue to arrive. The concept of a privately led, master-planned African city remains new to many people, which adds its own sense of curiosity. Will this model reshape urban life in Kenya? Will it become a premium enclave while Nairobi continues to carry the full weight of national urbanization? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Could you see yourself living in a privately built city like this? Echo Atlantic City, Nigeria. Lagos faces a unique challenge: a rising population and a shrinking coastline. The city is one of Africa's most densely populated centers, and coastal erosion has threatened multiple districts for years. Echo Atlantic City is Nigeria's bold attempt to create new land and protect existing neighborhoods at the same time. The project is developed by South Energy X Nigeria, part of the Chiguri Group, in partnership with the Lagos state government. Unlike the other new cities, Eco Atlantic is being built on reclaimed land directly from the Atlantic Ocean. That alone makes it one of the most technically ambitious projects on the continent. At the heart of the development is the Great Wall of Lagos, an 8.5-kilometer sea defense system. It was engineered to shield both the reclaimed city and parts of Lagos from erosion and storm surges. Experts have described it as a new benchmark for coastal engineering in the region. Inside the city, construction has accelerated since early 2025. One major development is Rugby School Nigeria, opening in September. It is a sister institution to the historic Rugby School in the UK, known for its long academic heritage. Its arrival signals the city's growing emphasis on education, international partnerships, and long-term planning. Another key project is the new U.S. Consulate General Complex. Expected to be completed in 2027, ET is valued at $537 million. Once finished, it will be the largest U.S. consulate in the world and the biggest U.S. consular presence in Africa. Its construction is adding between $90 million and $95 million to the Nigerian economy and has created around 2,500 jobs. Internal roads, dedicated power systems, and independent utilities continue to expand. Major companies like MTN Nigeria and First Bank have confirmed plans to set up headquarters or major operations inside Echo Atlantic. These moves strengthen the city's goal of becoming a financial and a commercial hub. The most interesting question remains: can a city built from the ocean truly grow into a vibrant, everyday community? Many Lagos residents are watching closely. Some see Echo Atlantic as a long-term solution to land scarcity. Others wonder how accessible it will be for regular citizens. And you? Would you live in a city reclaimed from the sea? Tell us below. A new urban era across the continent. Egypt's state-driven new administrative capital, Kenya's privately built Tatu City, and Nigeria's reclaimed land Echo Atlantic City all show different versions of urban ambition. Each project responds to local pressures, population growth, infrastructure strain, limited land, or unpredictable urban expansion. These cities also reveal something deeper. Africa is not waiting for slow changes in old capitals. It is actively designing new urban futures. Some are built by governments, some by private developers, and some by engineering feats that literally push back the ocean. As these new cities continue to grow, one question becomes more important: which of these models will truly deliver inclusive, stable, and realistic urban life for the next generation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Which one of these cities do you think will shape Africa the most?